to go meet your friend for something. You've organized to meet him at that place at 3 p.m. You get there, he's not there, and you're like, oh, that's a bit shit. Okay, whatever, I'll just go eat by myself, whatever the plan was. What if that happens like once a month and you've kind of wasted a few hours? It's still better than wasting a few hours every single day on your phone, right? The small bad things that can happen when you don't bring your phone out with you are way less than the big bad thing that happens when you are constantly attached to your phone, which is the destruction of your mental health. Your phone completely makes you feel more depressed. You know how, like, there's that phrase, it's because of that damn phone. It really absolutely is. So, from now on, in this period of your life, this self improvement period that I'm getting you onto, you keep your phone off. Keep it off. Keep it put away. Keep it in like some drawer in your house. Like see this drawer right here underneath those books. I keep my phone off and I just put it in there when I go to the gym. When I come back home and I need to use it for something, I swear to God, this is what I do. I stand right here, turn my phone on, use it for something like to order food or whatever, and then I turn it off and put it back in the drawer. I do that because I'm a disciplined guy, but I'm still an addict for this shit. I'm still an addict for this. Chances are I'm more disciplined than you. Chances are I've leveled up like my. If you lower your screen time, you will bring so much free time and mental energy into your life that will allow you to do the next steps that we're going to cover. I know that you have so many reasons not to listen to this advice because you want to take your phone to the gym, for example. When you go to the gym, it'd be nice to listen to your own music, whatever. When you're going to go meet your friend, it'd be nice to have your phone with you. All these things, I totally get it, but I'm telling you, the trade-off is not worth it. At one point, you're going to really learn this lesson, and I hope you can just trust what I'm saying to you right now. If you're a young person, one of the greatest leverages that you have is just be detached from your phone and all this modern technology. Step number 3 of this protocol for you to disappear and improve your life. Read books for at least 1 hour a day. For 1 hour a day minimum, read books. And I know a lot of people are watching this thinking, but I can't really read books though. Like, I've tried, but my brain just doesn't really focus. It's kind of boring. And that's exactly why you need to read books. Think about it. If I asked you, how do you think you'd be able to start reading? Right? If you're one of the guys who says, I can't read, how do you think you'd be able to start reading? By reading and practicing, right? Whenever I mention I read for like 3 to 6 hours a day, which I'm successful, so I've got a free schedule basically. But whenever I say that to people, they're like, oh God, that's crazy. I can only read for like 2 minutes and I get bored. And I always say to them, like, no, but that's good though. Just read for 2 minutes, get bored, that's okay, take a break. And then read for another 2 and another 2. Like, when I first started reading, I could read barely like 1 or 2 sentences without my brain just fucking wandering off. Now I can read like half a book in one sitting. Like, I'm talking, I can be sat there for like 3-4 hours straight, only getting up to like drink some water or go to the toilet and just be focused on it straight. And reading is basically like a form of meditation. You know how you heard like monks meditate? And when they do that, their focus gets really, really good. They always seem so still and so calm, which is like the opposite of like a modern day high schooler. When you read, it's actually a form of meditation at the same time. So I would recommend you start getting some books. You can find them for free online. You can search like a book title and write PDF. Or you can buy an Amazon Kindle, like if you've got some money. Order a Kindle. It's like a reading device that you can get from Amazon. And you can get books on that like super quick, and they're a little bit cheaper than like the physical copies. Start reading books. Start reading like self-improvement books like every single day, 1 hour minimum. I promise when you read them, you will start to think the same things that I am, where you're like, holy shit, all the answers are in here. And then try your best to implement what you've learned. And you can achieve anything you want in life. You'll get the same realization that every person who reads gets, which is like, wait, this is like overpowered. Reading, I'm telling you right now, reading books is the best form of education possible. The second best form of education after reading books is long videos and video courses. That's where a video might be like a 1 hour long guide, kind of like this video here. Or it might be like a 4, 5, 6 hour long course that you can really stare at and obsess over, which will just really help you in one particular area. Like, for example, you can go buy a course. Like, for example, you can buy a course on like social skills, and it'll take you 4 or 5 hours to watch all the videos, kind of like a playlist of video modules. And when you get to the end of it, you would have learned so much more that then next time you go step into that social circle, you'll have so many things to practice and you'll genuinely make progress in life. Those little bits of insights that you can get from like Instagram and TikTok, you know how sometimes you use those platforms and sometimes you learn something from them. it's not even like 0.1% as much as like a reading a book or taking like a full length course. So start that immediately. Go find a book that you can start reading, man, because it kind of it takes away all the bullshit, like this bullshit like veil that's been put in front of your eyes, so that you can finally start seeing the truth. So to become the bad boy, a big part of that is actually building your physique, so you're sexy. But a lot of it is down to your mindset, your beliefs, and hearing stories from other guys who are good with girls telling you like what they've done, and you're like, wait, why didn't you even think that you could behave like that with girls? But now that I think about it, I bet that would work on this girl. Let me try it right now. Like, oh my god, it works, whatever. You need those kinds of experiences. That program that I mentioned, by the way, it's where a lot of our most like committed guys who are getting into self improvement go to. And inside of there, there's actually a course on this as well, becoming the bad boy that girls actually want to fuck. So if you want to go and spend like 5-6 hours learning that, top link in the description. The sixth and I'll put a random fuck. The sixth and final step of this protocol is to level up your social skills and talk to everyone. And that might sound weird because in this video, I'm telling you to disappear from everyone. But there is a split that I want you to have. I want you to not be spending a lot of time with losers and with low level people. Don't be playing video games with them. Don't be going out with them. Don't be partying, taking drugs with losers that you don't respect. Don't be texting girls that aren't even that hot or they're not even, nice people, and you're texting them and FaceTiming them. Stop hanging out with low level people. But I also want you to be as social as possible in your conversations by talking to as many people as possible. Do you see how there's like a weird split between them? We want you to talk to as many people as possible in the day, but also whilst limiting the time that you spend with low level people. So what this actually looks like is, let's say you wake up and I told you to go train twice a day. You're going to do one bodybuilding, like weightlifting session, and one like martial arts session or running or whatever. When you go to the gym, you try your best to speak to as many people in there as possible. You go in and fist bump this person. This guy's just working out. You just give him a fist bump anyway, just say hello. I know that sounds crazy, but you're thinking, you know what? It's not illegal to do that. And if he doesn't want to fist bump you back, it's fine. But it's a test of your courage. And he smiles. And you're like, oh shit, like the big guy who's 10 years older than you in the gym has started liking you because you just come in with a smile and you say good morning. Nothing's stopping you from going to the gym or going to school or onto the bus or in the town centre. Nothing's stopping you going up to people and just saying, good morning, how are you today? I just felt like speaking to a lot of people today. And a lot of people will smile because they'll actually appreciate that. And the thing is, look, one or two people might look at you a bit weird, but they're the weird ones, not you. Nothing is stopping you from going into the gym and just fist bumping as many people as possible. Going up to the girl there, just fist bumping her and say good morning and walk away. Fist bump back. Nothing's stopping you from fist bumping 10, 20 people a day. And you know what's going to be beautiful about this? You will level up your social skills so quickly by doing this. You will speak to that big black guy in the gym. He's 43 years old. He's fucking jacked. And now, every time you come into the gym, he's hyping you up. You go to him when you need a spotter in the gym. You go fist bump the couple that always works out together. They're like middle-aged. You fist bump them. And you're taking an interest in your fellow human being. And you're asking them like, oh, what are you guys training today? When I grow up and I get married, I want to be like you guys. I want to train with my wife too. Stuff like that, bro, I promise you will feel so good. And it will level up your social skills so much that in the future, when you come back to the social circles that you know of, they will barely recognize you for just how confident you are and how well spoken you are. The skill of speaking to strangers is so valuable now more than ever because most people just don't do it. Most people put their fucking little AirPods in and then just walk through life as if their fellow human being doesn't exist because it feels kind of awkward to look over at someone and smile and say good morning. But actually, I think the more awkward thing is not looking at the person and pretending that they don't exist. That's like the weirdest modern day human behavior if possible. Think about how it would have been in caveman times. Would you really have just had a stranger next to you whose existence you didn't even look at? No, of course not. You needed to show if you were a friend or foe, and they needed to do it back to you because if you didn't, there was a risk. Right? And then guess what? We're still cavemen. We still have the same nervous system inside of us. Do you know how sometimes you walk into like a place like the school or gym or whatever, and you kind of like just silently walk in, you don't really hold eye contact with anyone, you kind of don't look at anyone. And on that day, it's like you have a bad day, you act like a bit of an autist, you kind of stutter when you say something or you drop something like a bit of a retard. It's because your nervous system is all hyper vigilant, thinking like, who are all these people? No one smiled at you, are you safe here? Now imagine the same thing if you came in and the first person who looks up at you when you walk into the room, you say good morning, you're right. You like say hello to them, give the girl a high five. Hello Sarah, boom. How was your weekend? Boom. What's up, bro? Okay, boom, 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 boom. Imagine you speak to 10 people when you walk in. There's nothing stopping you from speaking to the group of people in your school that you never really speak to. Someone in there who's more mature. There's going to be some secret millionaire guy in there. And he's going to be thinking like, wow, that's a confident young man. You want his respect. You want your own respect. Not the validation of some fucking retard who's got like brain rot from TikTok who's gonna call you corny with a fucking dead rose emoji because you like smiled at people and said good morning. You know, you don't care about the judgment of these fucking retards, do you? Because I don't, and I don't think you should either. They're fucking broken, damaged people who spend too long on fucking social media or whatever. So forget the people who make fun of you for this. The good quality people, the healthy people. Let's say there's like a girl in your class who comes from like a healthy family. If you walk in, smile and say good morning, and she's a girl, let's say you never speak to, and it seems scary to do that, you know what's gonna happen? The moment you smile and say good morning, you're gonna see her turn her head towards you and she'll go like this. I guarantee it. You try this once. You probably are thinking of which girl it would be. Like think about a girl who comes from like a healthy family, a girl you don't really speak to much from your school or gym or workplace, whatever. If you don't usually speak to her, and tomorrow or later today, you go in and you smile and say good morning to her. How are you? How was your weekend? I guarantee she will. It will be the exact same thing. You can come back to this video and say, "Holy shit, Hamza was exactly right." She'll turn her head, see that. Make sure you're smiling. So smile first and go, "Good morning, good morning, Sarah. How are you today?" No, I just felt like talking to you today. I don't think we spoke too much, so I just wanted to get to know you. Imagine you just do that. The first response, she'll turn her head towards you, and she will literally pick up like this. She'll go, I guarantee it. Go try this, and I swear to God, you'll be like, holy shit, Hamza was so right. Now, truth is, you'll probably fuck it up after that. You'll say some retarded shit, whatever, but it's still progress. If you just go and speak to more people, I promise, if you just start doing this habit right now, you will get to the point in a few years' time where it's so easy for you to speak to anyone you want, and you will effortlessly attract girls and speak to guys that you want to be friends with. The reason why you need to do all this, it is not because you're a weak person. It is not because that there's something wrong with you. It's I genuinely, this shit's not your fault. We live in the weirdest time in history where everything in the modern world is poisoning us. We've got these screens that we're addicted to. We've got porn. We've got hyper palatable processed food. We've got all this weird shit. We've got air pollution, drugs, and so much weird shit that our brain and our body's just not really used to. We're not supposed to live in a world like this. I don't blame you that you're like a young person who's been struggling to like speak to other human beings. I don't blame you that you're a young person. You look at your physique in the mirror and you look like shit. I don't actually blame you for that because of the world that we live in. But that being said, even though there's these weird fucking companies that are poisoning us, these Silicon Valley companies making these apps that are so addictive, even for young people, even for children, these food companies that are making their food so addictive and destructive to our health, even though it's their fault, it's our responsibility to fix it in ourselves. We have to do the best we possibly can to get into self improvement, to realize that the modern world is fucking us up, and to take steps that we can start to ease that and create a distance from this modern life. Our mission here is to get 10 million men into self improvement, and we're already a chunk of the way there. This is a mission for both of us, me and you. And so now, if you want to help that, think about another guy that you want to lock in with, another guy that you want to get into self improvement, and tell him the same things that I've taught you today. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.
You're exhausted. You're questioning everything. But this right here is the moment where most people quit. Not because they can't go on, but because they think the pain will never end. I'm telling you, it will. Better days are coming. You've come too far to turn back. You've cried, bled, pushed, sacrificed. For what? To give up now? No, that's not who you are. Right now, everything feels heavy. The bills are stacking. Your confidence is shaky. You feel alone. But remember, Every storm ends. Every winter breaks. Every fight has a final round. Keep moving. You think you've hit a wall. Good. Hit it again. And again. Until it breaks. Behind that wall is the version of you no one believed in except you. The one who doesn't fold. The one who rises. Walk through the fire. Don't wait for it to cool. Walk through it. Burn